I've always wanted a home theater. So when the opportunity presented to purchase this house, knowing that it had a separate living quarters, I was like, this is it. This is our house, put a stamp on it. And so after we, got moved in and got other things under control, I knew that this would serve as just the perfect place. I've always been a theater buff, just love movies, I love audio, and this thing has just taken my appreciation for sound design and sound engineer and just everything visual and the acoustics that goes into it and everything from what they do, even pre-production to the production of it. I admire all of that, and this has just given me a deeper love for that as I was building this and as I was learning and as I was working with Kellen and talking to other home theater enthusiasts. It just became like even a bigger passion. In the beginning, so the development of this room, if you go back to the first time you were out here before demo, I didn't really know what I was asking, and I didn't know what it was going to look like because I didn't have a reference point because I had never built a home theater. So just the construction of the room for the and dropping the ceiling down, just all of these things were not things I had thought of. So first was just the logistics to create the best acoustical room possible. I mean, I wasn't even really familiar with Trinnov, but after learning and talking to Kellen, I really needed something at that level to handle the power that I needed, or I mean that goes along with the amps, but just to handle all of the speakers and to be able to handle the separation and of course the room correction. I mean everything to give every seat the best possible chance for the best audio experience. So just every step, Kellen would give me an idea, I would ask questions from that, and then I'd go research because I wanted to learn all about, what is Trinnov? What is that microphone all about? And then I'd come with Kellen with, 20 more questions to ask for that next step. The emotion that I felt first was just, wow, we did it. I felt my body was vibrating. We were sitting in the seats. We were vibrating up and down without any bass shakers in the, in the seats themselves. I mean, not only bass, just completion, just like full surround sound immersion from every angle. It was like we accomplished that. And I mean, deep blacks that the JVC are able to do with that NZ8. I mean, perfection. I was just bravo. Yeah, so I mean, the emotion was like, okay, we did it. We accomplished the goal. It was just like satisfaction. My favorite part of the home theater, I mean, I love the bass. I love my four subwoofers. Just the immersiveness, I think, being able to have what you like in a commercial theater and throw out all those things that you don't care for in a commercial theater. I would say it would be hard to give up any of it, but man, I really love Kaleidoscape. It's just clean. The UI of it, the interface with the Kaleidoscape system, they are enthusiasts themselves. From everything I've seen in all the different interviews with them is they love movies too. So they really give that back to the customer, I feel. They have a great relationship, it seems, with the studios and with the production companies, and they're able to give us, the users, what they want, and they listen to us. So I really like that system. It would be hard to give any of it away, so I don't know what my favorite is. It's like asking, who's your favorite kid? It's just all of it comes together for that completion that I don't know one thing I love the best. I just love the cohesiveness of it all put together, the lighting and the atmosphere and just how the room sounds. It's great. Yes, I will tell you, I wanted the room to be very clean. And in some theaters have themed rooms, but I didn't want, that can get played or that can get old, or yeah, just the cleaner you can keep it, the better. But at the same time, you know, what inspired the love of movies for me, I mean, goes right back to those first movies that came out in the 70s, and that was the Star Wars movies. And so one thing, I did have a little bit of theme to make the third row, and that's some custom tables that I had made, and they're basically dioramas of Star Wars scenes, a space scene and a pod racing scene and Hoth snow scene that is actually embedded in the resin of the tables that make the third row and the bar seats. So yeah, it kind of just adds a wow factor as you enter the back of the room, and that's one of the first things you see. And of course, that's where, you know, you can line up all your food and drinks on it, and encourage people to eat in that part and not drag too much food to the, you know, beautiful Valencia leather seats. I love how the tables turned out. Again, I think that exceeded the vision that I had originally thought. I found some of the little micro machine toys off of eBay and some 3D printed stuff off of Etsy, and yeah, the tables came out really well, and it's fun. You can just stare at them and look at them and remember those scenes, and you know, like, all right, I got to go see that scene again. It just reminds you how fun those movies are.
Is the room, now that it's complete?
Complete?
Is it? Okay.
Oh, is it ever complete? Go ahead, go ahead. Go ahead, nothing's ever complete, go ahead. It's hard to complain about anything or think about needing anything else. I mean, all of this is luxurious. It is truly an in-game theater with the equipment that Kellen guided me towards. I mean, a Trinnov with the kaleidoscope, with the focal, with the 4 subs. I mean, the gorgeous Valencia, the ultimate luxury seats. I mean, you can fall asleep in them. I mean, everything is just dialed in so well. The acoustics, paneling for all the treatments. Yeah, I mean, it's just very, I mean, satisfactory is just like a ho-hum word. Just like perfect. It really is.
I love it, I love it.
I would say you can trust them, that they're not gonna rush you through. They're not going to guide you away from your original design. They're gonna listen to you. They're going to put something that's in the budget that you want. They're not gonna oversell, and they have never overpromised and under-delivered on anything. They're very responsive, and I think that developing a relationship with them when you don't have the technical knowledge or the maybe it's just the time in your day to devote to it. They're a great person to walk side by side you, hand in hand, and be there to help either design your room or to give you feedback on what type of equipment you want, or just say, I don't know what I want, and shove it to them, and then they can deliver a whole package for you that you could feel confident with whatever your needs are. They're gonna listen to you and figure out what's best for you and advise you in that. So it's a great partnership at whatever level you want to give to them to help you. They ask to be in here a lot. Like, what movie we're gonna watch now? Where before, we have a lounge, a media room in our house, but they were never like, Dad, let's watch a movie together. It would just, you know, someone might be going by and like, hey, what are you watching tonight? Okay, I'll sit down and watch it with you. It was never an event as much as it is now. They're like, let's watch a movie in the theater tonight. And you know, one of my sons will text me like, what are we gonna watch tonight? So it's more of a family event. You know, you come out here and it's just more of an experience. It's like having the ability to go to a commercial theater almost every night. I don't know if they enjoy it as much as me. My wife loves it. She wants to keep most of the wiring out of the house, so she's glad that when she comes here, she doesn't see a lot of wires and she's a lot of stuff because all of our tech closet is downstairs. And again, it's very clean in here. Even the projector is up in the ceiling, and she can come in and you know, even come in and not watch a movie. To have this space that doesn't have a lot of bouncing acoustical chaos to it. It's not a dead room, it still feels natural, but it's quiet and it's dark. So it can even be used as a meditation room. I know that's what we didn't create, but it's kind of a secondary effect. So she loves it for everything that it is. And again, just being able to have our kids in here and to have an event every time we come in here. Yeah, the whole family is just, they love it.
Let's go!